Hello everyone and welcome to part 13 of my Jets Connected franchise on the Xbox One here on Klein92 TV. We just finished up the offseason in the last episode, so we're heading into Season 2 of this series. I can't believe how quickly we're going through this. If you guys look back at my Rams Connected franchise, we started Season 2 in February, so I'm 2 months ahead of schedule. For those of you that don't know, the way I run Season 2 of this series is that I play 1 out of every 3 games, and that is just so that way I can speed up the series a little bit. In the first season, I do every other game, but at least this way you guys get to see the best possible games that I get to pick. So for episode 1, my options of teams that I could play against were the Chiefs, the Dolphins, or the Eagles. I felt that the Chiefs and Dolphins were both good teams, but I felt that the Eagles were the best out of the 3, so you're going to be seeing that game in this episode. I simulated the games up against the Chiefs and the Dolphins. We lost to the Chiefs but beat the Dolphins, so we're going into this game with a record of 1-1. We want to walk out of here with a winning record, because that will just not start off the season right if we start with a 1-2 record. But enough about that, let's get this game underway. We are going to be receiving the ball at the start. We are playing in Philadelphia, and the Eagles are 2-0 going into this game, so it's going to be pretty tight, but I'm hoping we're going to be able to walk out with the win. So Josh Cribbs is back receiving the kick. He is one of our offseason acquisitions. He gets all the way to the 25-yard line before being hit down. That's a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, we're going to give it to Arian Foster, who's going to bounce off the lineman, run outside, and get all the way to the 34-yard line. And as we're heading into the gameplay of this video, I want to just mention something that's been pretty recent on my channel. I recently uploaded a video asking you guys which team I should play as in my NBA 2K15 My GM series. That series is going to be coming out in a couple months, but immediately after I uploaded that video, you guys were already there going in the comment section and casting your votes, and I just thought it was cool to see how quickly and how soon you guys are already supporting that series. If you guys have not voted on my team yet, go to that video right now and put your vote in that video's comment section. I also want to talk a little bit about some NFL news. I just finished watching the Packers game, so the NFL playoffs are officially set, so now seems like the best time where I can give you guys my projections for the wild card round of the playoffs. So in the AFC, we are going to have the Indianapolis Colts playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the Baltimore Ravens playing the Cincinnati Bengals. I think those are both going to be really great games to watch. I'm definitely more excited for the Pittsburgh game, but here's my projection for those games. Pittsburgh is going to be playing in Indianapolis, and although I think that the Colts are a great team, I love Andrew Luck and I like Trent Richardson too. The Colts though seem to underachieve every single year. I don't know what it is with this team. It could just be that their weak division makes them look better, because they do have probably the weakest division right now in the entire NFL, and you can tell that the Colts definitely benefit from that weak division. If you look at their offense, they have an okay pass offense, and ever since Trent Richardson left the Browns, he just hasn't performed at the same level. So if you look at the team as a whole, yes, they have a lot of great players, but it just hasn't connected really well for them. Then looking at the Steelers, you see Big Ben Roethlisberger, who has multiple years in the league. He is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, so he has a lot of experience playing in the playoffs. You also have Antonio Brown, who's been on a roll this entire year. You can make an argument that he was a top 3 wide receiver this year. And then you have Le'Veon Bell, who is also on a tear this year. He was probably a top 5 running back. So if you combine all those factors, it's really hard for me to say that the Colts are going to win that game. Next up in the AFC, you're going to have the Baltimore Ravens playing in Cincinnati. I haven't paid that much attention to the Ravens this year. I didn't really think they were going to be a playoff team, but I am surprised that they got this far. And to be honest, I don't think they really have a chance up against the Bengals. The Bengals have been making the playoffs consistently for the past 2 or 3 years, and I don't think they've gotten further than the divisional round. I think this could be the year where they finally make it to the AFC Championship. I cannot see them being a Super Bowl team by any means, but I think this is the Bengals' year where they finally make a playoff run. So moving on to the NFC, you also have 2 wildcard games. The first one is Dallas and Detroit. The second one is Carolina and Arizona. So the Panthers are in the playoffs with a record of 7-9. That is just ridiculous to start off with, and they're playing against an Arizona team that went 11-5 5 this year. I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that the Cardinals are going to blow them out. And it kills me to say this, but that is probably going to be the only playoff win that the Cardinals get this year. Just because of their whole quarterback situation, you can't really have a team make a deep playoff run if they're playing with what I think is their third string quarterback. So the next game up is Cowboys and Lions. The Lions are going into Dallas for this game, and this is a very tough decision for me. I think this is going to be the best game of the entire day, and I'm saying that because I think that the Lions are a really talented team, but Dallas always seems to play well at home. And after thinking about it, I think that the Lions are going to be able to pull out with the win. Just looking at where the game is being played, it's being played in a dome in Dallas, and the Lions are used to playing in a dome. They're used to easy conditions, so that basically comes down to which team do I think is better. And when it comes down to it, I think that the Lions are just the flat out better team. I like their offense more. I think they have a stronger defense. Yes, the Cowboys probably have one of the best offensive lines in the league right now, but when it comes down to it, the Lions are just a stronger team on all fronts. So I want to hear what you guys think about the upcoming wildcard round. So put your projections in the comments section below, and in the next episode of this series, I'm probably going to read a couple of those projections, so your comment could be featured in the next episode of this series. So now let's head into the actual gameplay. The score is 21-7. Up until this point, we actually had a deep bomb downfield to Eric Decker for a crazy touchdown. That was a play that I showed a replay of. So now the Jets have the lead. We have a 2-possession lead with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Geno Smith is back, and he gets sacked for an 8-yard loss. It's 3rd and 19 right now. We need a play here, and we pick up the first down to Stephen Hill across the middle. We're almost done the third quarter. It's 3rd and 12, another third down situation. Geno Smith throws it into coverage, but we still connect the pass. Such a lucky play for the Jets right there. We're at the 20-yard line. Smith is back, finding Charles Clay on the right side, who gets to about the 10-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 9. A touchdown here could put away the game for the Jets. Geno Smith is going to roll out to the right side, take it himself, and dive into the end zone. Touchdown Jets. That's going to give us a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter. That is exactly what we needed at this time. So Nick Foles is going to take the field again. He's had an issue up until this point. I think he's thrown 2 picks. He's bombed it down the left side of the field, and Charles Woodson picks it off. He was one of our acquisitions over the offseason, and he's definitely performing here. So we're going to give it to Arian Foster across the middle. He gets about 9 yards, and at this point in the game, there's 5 minutes left. We have a good lead, so I decide to run some of our backups. So I put Ryan Fitzpatrick and Steven Jackson out there. I just want to test out these players in case I need to use them in the future, and I actually had a pretty fun time playing with them. So we're going to need to punt the ball back to the Eagles, and look at that punt. It goes out of bounds at the 6-yard line, so the Eagles are pinned back in their own end zone. So 1st and 10, Foles is back, and he gets sacked in the end zone. That is a safety. That is the first time I've had a safety in Madden 15, and I got it recorded, which I thought was pretty cool. So now the score is 30-7. So with 4 minutes left, the Jets are not holding back. We're going to try to go downfield and get one more score. We're giving it to Josh Cribbs on the right side all the way to the 44-yard line. After a sack, it's 2nd and 17. We're finding Cribbs again on the right side, who picks up the first down. So we're making a pretty good drive downfield. After the 2-minute warning, Fitzpatrick is back, throwing it across the middle to Arian Foster, who picks up the first down. 3rd and 4, we need another third down conversion. Thrown it to the left to Jace Amaro, who gets in the 10-yard line. 3 seconds left in the game. The Jets are not going to hold back. We're going to go for a touchdown, lob it up to the end zone, and Cumberland gets it in the back corner. That will end off this game. A perfect ending, really. Your final score will be 37-7, and we definitely opposed our dominance on the Philadelphia Eagles. We went into this game with a record of 1-1, and I'm happy to say that we're walking out of this game with a 2-1 record and that we're staying above 500. And one thing that really surprised me this game was the performance by Ryan Fitzpatrick. I definitely did not expect him to play that well, and who knows, he may be a future starter for this team. I'm not saying there's really a quarterback controversy right now, but Geno Smith better be on his toes because there is another great quarterback on this team. So here are the next 3 games of this season. There is a game up against the Patriots, the Colts and the Redskins. I don't really want to play the Colts because I think they're 0-3 up until this point. We have played the Patriots, I'm pretty sure, earlier in this series, so I want to do that game up against the Redskins. So first, I'm going to simulate this game up against the Patriots. We're both 2-1 going into this, so this is a pretty key game for the Jets, and we end up losing that, so we are 2-2 going against the Indianapolis Colts. They're 1-3, so we better walk out with the win here. We need to stay above 500, and yes, we do pick up that win. We are 3-2, so the next episode of this series will be up against the Redskins. Anyways, I hope you guys had a fun time watching this video. Be sure to have a great day. God bless you guys. Bye.